everybody. It's your boy Gerald Alfred, aka Mr. High Impact, and you can follow me at Mr. High Impact on Twitter. I just got the little thing started. I ain't really got too many Twitter fans on there yet, but after this, hopefully we'll have a lot more. But anyways, man, I wanted to just go ahead and have a quick, just cool hangout and quick talk about what we just saw at Night of Champions. I actually personally enjoyed it from a fan standpoint. I know I'm already about to get major flack from that because people are just going to be like, yo, I didn't like it. Oh, I didn't like the way it ended. Oh, this, that. Look, man, I'm a freaking wrestling fan, and I just enjoy wrestling at its core. And it was a good show. It was a good show. I enjoyed it from the top of the match with the Usos versus the Dust Brothers. It was a good high-energy match. Definitely a great way to kick off the show. There was a lot of high-flying action that you would expect from the Usos. And surprisingly, the Usos actually lost the titles. I wasn't expecting them to lose the titles, and I definitely didn't expect that to be the jump-off of the actual show. I really didn't, man. I expected the Usos to hold on to it because I was looking forward to seeing the Usos versus the Ascension, because that would be a freaking awesome match. And, you know, when Connor and they're going to be going straight for the titles, there's no need for them to, you know, job around and try to quote-unquote earn their spots. I mean, we don't want to see them beat up Los Matadores that much. You know, I know they just had their match on Main Event with them, but, you know, we don't want to see stuff like that. We want to see them really get it in. So, yeah, I was surprised on that. But overall, it was definitely a good match. I can't wait to see how that's going to actually turn about. What was the next match after that? Oh, the heavy-hitting Sheamus and Cesaro match. It was a fairly entertaining match, especially for the low amount of build-up that it had. It was pretty entertaining. There were hard hits as we expected. Sheamus kept the title. You know, didn't really expect, you know, him to lose it. And here's a question that I actually have for you guys. Do you guys think that the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title should just go ahead and merge, or do you guys like having the belts separately? Because in my personal opinion, I actually would really like to see them just go ahead and merge it and, you know, keep it like that. There's not too much need of, you know, keeping the belts that separate, especially when they have, you know, the Intercontinental flip-flopping so much. And then, I mean, Sheamus is barely getting any TV time anyways. So, I mean, that's that. Next match, what was it? Was it Dolph's match? I think actually the next match was Dolph's match. I may be missing one. I could check my Twitter. Speaking of, if you haven't followed me yet, at Mr. High Impact. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think it was Dolph's match. I'm not actually going to keep looking through my timeline. But, I mean, Dolph's match was cool. It was all right, actually. They had the two. I really enjoyed the Twitter rants more because, you know, a lot of people were really not feeling the Florida Georgia Line thing. They were like, yo, who are these two jabronis out here? Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. The commentating during Dolph's match was absolutely horrendous. It was like, man, pay attention to the match. It was just terrible. But overall, the match wasn't bad. Definitely would have loved to see Dolph win. I mean, you know, they're really playing Dolph down so bad. It's like, come on, WWE, what the hell are you doing, guys? But, you know, one day we'll see Dolph actually. I'm hoping that, you know, he'll be able to take a big boost from this and start coming into a bigger picture because, first of all, he's way better than The Miz. I like The Miz's little, you know, futuristic wedding dress, A-lister, moneymaker, little act. It's the best gimmick he's had in a while. But it's like, come on, man. Dolph is the man, and we need to see a bigger push for Dolph. If you guys agree with that, you know, definitely keep showing WWE that we want Ziggler, because we do, man. The match after that, you know, I'm just going off the hip of what I remember because I know what most of you guys want to talk about, and we're going to get there. Match after that, I think, was it should have been Reigns' match. Yeah, Reigns and Rollins. But, you know, Reigns, hurry up and get better, bro. But it didn't happen. But they made it up to us by letting Dean come back early because he wasn't supposed to come back till tomorrow. So Dean came back early, and him and Rollins just really went at it out in the audience for a good 5-7 minutes, and it was good action. I can't wait to see them, and I'm really hoping and looking forward to them having a great match out in a Hell in a Cell. I hope they get to actually have a Hell in a Cell match. I think that would be absolutely phenomenal. If anybody from WWE Creative actually gets a chance to see this, or they're paying attention to the Twitter feeds, guys, we want to see Dean and Rollins in a Hell in a Cell. Holla if you hear me. But that would be excellent, man. I would love to see that. But that was better than a few of the matches that actually went on. Just watching Dean and Rollins go at it. I really enjoyed the hell out of that. Then we had the biggest letdown of all time. We didn't hype Mark Henry up to be world's strongest man, and here he goes coming out having Lillian sing, and he looks like he's getting teary-eyed, or maybe he's just sweating too much. We don't really know. But then he freaking loses like a freaking jabroni that he's been his whole freaking career. I don't know about you, but I was freaking upset. It's like, dang it, man. Why do we always have to have Rusev kicking ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, Rusev is cool. He's good. Yeah. Who gives a crap, man? If it wasn't for Lana, I wouldn't even really freaking cared about the match, man. And speaking of Lana, my God, she's fine, isn't she? Jesus. And that extra slit up that skirt. Jesus. Man, but really, though, guys, I don't know if any of you guys were like me, but they had it hyped up, and they've been hyping up Rusev for so long that I thought Mark was actually going to be the guy that freaking did it. And I honestly believe that WWE, they owe us Kurt Angle for this. If that's how they're going to keep hyping up Rusev, we deserve Kurt Angle in the next freaking pay-per-view, and Kurt needs to go ahead and whoop Rusev's ass. It's because we deserve it. We deserve it as wrestling fans, and we deserve it as Americans. I'm sick and tired of seeing that freaking Russian flag hanging up every freaking show, and I'm tired of that crap, man. I want to see Old Glory. I want to see somebody do it, man. Jack Swagger let us down. Freaking Mark Henry let us down. Oh, man, it really pissed me off, man, because they hyped the hell out of Mark Henry. Like, Henry's going to do it. And he did exactly what he's been doing his whole career. Nothing. So, we're going to leave it at that, man. The next match, was it the Divas match already? The Divas match. And the Divas match went on like 10 minutes, but it was surprisingly good. I actually enjoyed the Divas match, and normally the Divas match would be like 2 or 3 minutes, and it's in and out. But they actually did a good job, and surprisingly, really, I like the way Nikki looked. I didn't think she deserved to be in the match, but she actually did a good job. And then, of course, Paige and AJ are thumbs up. They're great in-ring workers, and I really enjoyed the hell out of them. They did an excellent job. So all in all, with the Divas match, it was great, man. I enjoyed that. And then I feel like I'm missing a match somewhere in the middle. But, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, what we all really watched the pay-per-view for anyways, and that was the Lesnar and Cena match. Now, I actually enjoyed it, Of course, most people were really angry at the ending. Me personally, I wasn't. I just didn't want to see Cena win. I'm one of those guys in my living room, in my wherever the hell I am, screaming, Cena sucks. Because, he's a good, no, don't get me wrong. He's a good, guy. He's put on his work. He's a great worker in the ring. But he's been shoved down our throats for 10, 12 years. Give the guy a break. You know what I'm saying? Throw him in the back. Let somebody else shine, man. And so I didn't want to see him win, and I'm glad that he didn't. Now, the whole fact of Rollins coming out, I knew Rollins wasn't gonna win just yet. And then, if you guys actually got a chance to watch, when Rollins came out and he hit him with the curb stomp, it was like, oh man, Lesnar's gonna definitely kick out of this year. I actually was expecting Dean to come out, but Dean didn't come out. well, back to the match real quick before I get to the ending. Cena was putting in a lot of good work. He was really trying. I could tell by how he was going that he wasn't going to end up making it. But right when it was getting down to the end, I was getting pissed. I had my phone in my hand, ready to tweet. Get on my Triple H said, tweet the hell out of WWE, some angry shit like man, if Cena wins, because I really didn't want to see him win. But it was a good bout, because there were times that there was a sweat on my brow. Oh, that's my nose. It was a sweat on my brow and a sweat on my nose. Like, man, Cena could actually pull this off. He could actually pull this off. But I'm glad he didn't. I really thought Lesnar was going to put in a lot more of an ass whooping. He didn't put in as big as ass whooping as I thought he was going to put in, but he still did a good job of it, and that makes him the perfect champion for Hell in a Cell, because oh God, when we see him put in work in Hell in a Cell, whoever his opponent is going to be phenomenal, because Lesnar, regardless what anybody says, they're like, well, he's only part-time. The champ is only part-time. You know what I'm saying? Before this, you act like the champ was putting the title on the line on Raw. We just now started getting main eventers on SmackDown. So I can't be mad at the fact of him being quote-unquote part-time. He does his job, and he does it well. He's a great in-ring worker, and then Paul Heyman's one of the greatest to ever touch the microphone, so let Paul keep doing what he does, and let Brock keep doing what he does. And then when Hell in a Cell comes, oh my goodness, whoever his opponent is going to be great. Which brings it down to my point where I'm at. Rollins and Ambrose, they need to have a Hell in a Cell match next month at Hell in a Cell, because anytime Rollins and Ambrose go at it, oh gosh, it's amazing. And they were able to pull off such a great match with a lumberjack match. And people don't necessarily even care too much about lumberjack matches, but that lumberjack match last month at SummerSlam completely stole the show. So, they should really do that. Like, WWE, if you guys ever see this or you pay attention to Twitter, get these guys in a Hell in a Cell and have them go for like 30 minutes just clobbering and whooping the hell out of each other, because it'll be an excellent match. Now, for the ending of the pay-per-view, like I said, I didn't have any problems with it. I just didn't want to see Cena win, and he didn't. Rollins did a good job of, stirring the pot, and it's going to make for an interesting Raw tomorrow. So, for everybody who really got a disappointment out of Night of Champions, suck it up, bro. It was $9.99, and if you're one of the unfortunate people that they kept talking about during the pay-per-view who paid $54.95, I suggested you go on ahead and pay your $9.99 to give it WWE Network. I mean, it's the coolest $10 you can ever pay for, man. I don't even get a commission out of this or nothing, man. It's just a cool-ass check, pay your $9.99, dude. It was worth it for me. I enjoyed the hell out of it, you know what I'm saying? And so, I would love to hear what you guys have to think, what you guys have to say about the whole, Night of Champions, because I honestly, from a standpoint of a fan, I didn't think it was bad. And I enjoyed it, really. There were some parts that I didn't like I'm really still pissed off that Ziggler lost the title. It's like, why would you give him the title for one freaking month and then, just take it away from him? That really pissed me off. It doesn't make sense to me why they would do something like that when Ziggler is definitely one of the best talents that they have right now. So that was freaking stupid. And it's not like the Miz is that good. Really, man. So, let me know what you guys feel on that. And don't forget the question I asked you guys earlier. Do you think that the IC title and the US title should go ahead and be, combined? Because they don't really utilize the US title. And I'm tired of seeing the IC title switch hands so many times. It's like, come on, dog. This is a complete waste of time, and it gets irritating. So let me know what you guys' thoughts were about Night of Champions. These were just my thoughts, my review, my rant. Overall, man, I enjoyed the hell out of the show. If you guys haven't added me and followed me yet on Twitter, go look me up at Mr. High Impact, man. I enjoyed your timing. I can't wait to see you guys. I'm going to definitely do more of these. You guys have a great night, and I am out.